After 7 years behind the chair, I've seen it all. The wins, the mistakes, and just the raw reality of being a barber. Over the next 30 minutes, I'm going to be giving you guys brutally honest advice about being a barber. Honestly, I wish I had to watch when I first started. If you were a barber, stick around. This is the real talk you've been waiting for. Lesson number 1, talk less and listen more. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Use it that way. Over my years of barbering, I've seen barbers, all they've done all their career is ramble non-stop to their clients, and they've never listened. Guys, clients come to a barber for one of the reasons is to talk to them. Guys, no matter who it is in your chair, there's something you could learn from them. Whether you agree with their opinions or not, learn to listen to other people and everything else will be solved. 80% of being a good talker is in fact actually just listening more. If you follow this and just listen more, your communication skills will go through the roof. And honestly, if you are not a good communicator, your future in barbering doesn't sound bright, because 90% of barbering is just communicating correctly. Because I learned this at an early phase in my career, I quickly accelerated because I was able to give the haircuts my clients actually wanted and be a person who was able to listen and assess what they were going through and give them the best advice I was able to. Number 2, don't forget why you started. 90% of barbers get into the industry thinking they're gonna have a life full of freedom, be able to live life on their terms. But for 90% of barbers, this is completely wrong. 90% of barbers get caught up into the culture of barbering, get caught up into a toxic shop, and end up cutting hair till they're forced to retire. Whether that's because they just physically aren't making enough money, suffering body pains, or other reasons. When working in a toxic shop, it's easy to get caught up in consuming drugs, getting complacent and comfortable. Honestly, for 90% of people, I don't even recommend becoming a barber because it is much more than just cutting hair. You're running a business at the end of the day. And if you don't treat it like that, you're gonna end up living your whole life stuck behind the chair, regretting that you haven't reached your full potential. As barbers, we must keep the picture of why we started crystal clear in our head. If we started to bring freedom and to live life on our own terms, we must take every action necessary to treating our business like that. The biggest mistake I see new barbers do is treat it like all they have to do is cut hair. This is far from the truth. Number 3, document your journey. Whenever I talk to new barbers and I ask them, why don't you take pictures of your work or your journey? They give me excuses such as, my work just isn't good enough, my iPhone's too old. Guys, it doesn't matter. One thing in common with all the barbers who charge premium prices is they create content. Guys, creating content is one of the highest leverage skills you could have as a barber. So if you plan on taking your barber business to the next level, there's no excuse to not be making content today, whether it's good or bad. One day you'll look back and thank yourself for all the documentation you did. Now that I've made it to where I am today, I wish I documented more. But I was just like many of you, making excuses that now that I've come today, I realize we're just all bullshit. Number 4, progress over perfection. This is the number 1 excuse I see from most barbers, and is they're trying to achieve perfection. Perfection is something subjective to the viewer, the eyes of the viewer. Guys, instead of focusing on creating the perfect video, waiting for a certain time to get started, focus on progress. Get started today, put the reps in, reevaluate what went wrong, and keep doing it over and over till you get it right. Guys, you will make much more progress if you focus on progress over perfection. Perfection will get you nowhere in this industry. So put the reps in, step back and reflect at what went well and what went wrong, and just reattack and keep doing it. The more reps you put in, the more opportunities you have to do it better. Number 5, learn over earn. Guys, I see barbers come straight into the game and right away start asking themselves why they are not making 10K plus a month. Guys, start looking at a further time horizon. Focus on giving back. Focus on learning. Focus on using your resources to plant seeds everywhere and water them. If you take care of learning, the earning will follow naturally, guys. So don't rush the process and focus on what really matters, the learning aspect. Number 6, your network is greater than your net worth. Guys, as a barber, we're in the people's industry. How you treat people is a number 1 determining factor of how much success you're gonna have in the industry. It doesn't take much work to treat people well. Just don't be cheap, be generous with them. When any new client comes in the shop, if you know their name, greet them by their first name. If not, just say what's up anyways and get to know them. When any special holiday comes around, invest a little money into getting some gifts to give back to your loyal clients. Whenever your client's running 5 minutes late, it's fine to enforce late policies, but be cool and realize it's a person on the other end of it. Whenever you're in need of a service that your clients provide, it's okay to spend an extra few dollars just to support their business as they are you. Guys, we need to learn to treat people well. This will determine our success as a barber. It is okay to take the lower hand in a negotiation just to make the other person happy and make them feel like they're well taken care of. This is one of the biggest secrets on this list, guys, and if you could master this, your barbering career will be set. Number 7, not all money is good. There's some clients you just won't be able to provide the best service to because they are not your target audience. There's some opportunities that come up, whether it's some crypto hype or some stocks, that sometimes you gotta learn to say no to, guys. As barbers, we need to start thinking in terms of bigger perspectives. It's okay to take short-term L's to go for long-term victories. We must never forget our finish line in this industry and always focus on doing what's best to getting us there. Number 8, and arguably the most important one, learn to charge more money for your haircuts. Guys, as barbers, we're trading time for money. And as barbers, our careers have limited time. Just look around you. Tell me how many barbers you know that are over the age of 40. I'll wait, not many. And there's a reason for that. Barbering is a career where you constantly have to be evolving. It is a career where you have to be able to have good business skills and be able to run a business properly. It is a career you can't do forever. You will get body pains. Something will happen that will force you to leave the career. So the number one thing you could do is have a little bit of urgency, guys. This is not a career you could do the rest of your life. You gotta remember why you came into this. You gotta put your head down, put in the work to make your service as valuable as possible, stack up your money, set your future up for freedom, guys. If you stay complacent with what you're doing in this industry, you're destined to fail. If you even have any hopes of being able to do what you love, being able to take care of your loved ones, or living a life that you actually deserve, this is a non-negotiable as a barber. It took me 7 years to go from starting off in barbering to retiring and building freedom. And I've helped clients I've worked with do this in as little as 2 years. Guys, we must learn to make our service valuable, market ourselves, and build a personal brand so we are able to charge more. If increasing your price in the next few months is not something on your mind as a barber, you are probably doing something wrong. And if any of you guys are ready to take your business to the next level and you're ready to build a business of freedom where you could take care of your loved ones, do things on your terms, and be financially free, I can help you do that, just as I have helped many other of our clients. If you want to skip all the mistakes, have a direct, customized roadmap for you to go from wherever you are to 15K plus a month, have intensive one-on-one support with me, and be part of our amazing community that's growing rapidly, DM me FDB on Instagram, and I'll send you more information. If any of this has helped you guys at all, do anything better in your barbering business, I would love for you guys to leave a comment down below and subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting more bangers to help you guys grow your barbering business. And stay tuned for more, brick by brick.